wants to go. Michael, would you like to say a few words?
I got nothing to say.
Okay.
Later. Anyway, well, this is without a doubt one of the greatest days of my life. Hey, wait a minute. No, it is. This is great. I mean, I don't know what I expected, but I never expected this. And no, it's just such a, you talk about the impact you had on you. Wow. I mean, the impact they had on you. You guys, this situation, being at the USU and being part of this marketing team, was just so impactful in my life. And I'm not kidding, in so many ways, professionally and personally. Because it is, without a doubt, when I came here, I came here because I spent a lot of time in the advertising agency business for 37 years. And I liked it, but it's very stressful, like any job is. That's just kind of part of the thing. But I wanted to try just something new in my career. And I thought I'd like to work in a university setting. And I thought that what I wanted to do was, I thought I wanted to work with students. Because when I was in college, a life-changing thing for me was I was a veteran, and I came back and I know nobody I was at the University of Oklahoma, and my class had already graduated from college, my high school class, when I got to college, so I didn't know anybody. So I had to I had to get connected on campus. And what I ended up doing, I ended up getting they didn't have a USU Marketing Team. I wanted to be in advertising then, that was my major. But they didn't have anything like this. I would have killed to have a USU marketing department on my campus, because this is like a beautiful thing. We're basically an in-house advertising agency right here at CSUN. And that's amazing. And but there was the student newspaper, the OU Daily, and I got a job there as the advertising manager. And it just really, it connected me to a campus in a way that I otherwise never would have happened for me, because I met so many other people just through that on campus and through that, and it even helped me get my first job in New York, to be quite frank, because the guy that hired me said, yeah, you had good grades in college, but the fact that you found a way to work in advertising when you're still in college, it shows you have a passion for it. And so what you've got with this, he said, for that reason, we like to have passionate people. And he did. He hired me, first job out of college. But that's the thing. You guys here at the University Student Union, you're getting a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. People that came as freshmen, spend the whole time here. You're getting that. That's what employers are going to be looking for. It's not just the fact that you're a college graduate. Now that bachelor's degree opens up so many doors. That's the key. Those graduate degrees are great, and all that. The master's and the doctorate, but the bachelor's degree opens the doors. And otherwise maybe be closed. And so, but I mean, it is you're going to walk out of here with years of professional experience that you otherwise would not have. And really 98% of college grads don't have. Most people don't get this kind of work experience when they're in college. And so I'm so blessed to be a part of that and be part of this team. And I will say this, that every person on the staff here, I mean, when I came here, the staff consisted of James and Stephen and Jenny. And the good thing that made this thing really work, and the reason that I was able to be successful, was because they were each so outstanding in their jobs. Even back then, they were really, really good at their jobs. And my greatest fear was that they would leave, and, because, they made me look good. They supported me, and they were there for me. And when I got here, I had a lot of questions, and like I probably said to all of you, I always encourage you to ask questions, and nobody's going to think any less of you, because that's the only way I know to get answers, is to ask questions. And that's what when I first started, I might have had 37 years experience in advertising agencies, but I had none in this kind of an organization. And they were there for me, and they lifted me up, and together we were able to grow this department from 12 students to 22, and to like it is today. And but this is a great experience, and being here, frankly, is the most personally rewarding. I mean, it's just it was just to come in every day, and I literally, I think part of it is, amazingly, I think you made me better at my job, because you made me I'm thinking it through, because because I'm a parent and I have two daughters who are essentially your age, you know, I mean they're college age, and they actually have both passed through college while I've been here at CSUN, you know, so, and that always, it made it very personal for me, so always felt very parental towards you, you know, I felt like, because you're like my daughter's ages, and that's, and that meant a lot to me, and I realized I learned from you, because each of you has a story, a really great story about where you're from and how you got here and what you're going to do. And it's great just to be a part of those stories and to be part of, just to have a small part in your story that you're having is like something I've carried with me for the rest of my life. You know, it's just a beautiful thing because it is so essential. But you really also, because I got to know you in a different way. And I got to know my own daughters because I'm not your dad, but I was your work dad. No, but anyway, but I mean, I got to experience it, learning from you because I interacted with you as a person of my age with a person of your age, and you folks listened to me, and we really got along, and we were able to do something together and achieve this. But I had to get to know you as individuals, you know, and that's what makes this work. Because every one of you here is a friend of mine, and somebody I care about personally, and I mean, and that just made such an impact on me. But also, I know some of the struggles you've had, and some of the difficulties you've had. That also know the glory you had and the successes you had, and to share that, it just is a wonderful thing to be a part of. And you know, I've often said, I've said, and I mean this, that working here made me a better father too. It really did, because I for the first time in my life was, you know, because I look like, you know, I look at my daughters as my daughters, my spawn. You know, I mean, my you know, and so therefore, and that's how I looked at them. They're my daughters. But being here and getting to know all of you and my friends and coworkers, you taught me that, you know, my daughters are actually, because you are completely formed adult human beings, you know what I'm saying? And here you are, and I got to know you as such, and that taught me to look at my daughters as completely formed, grown human beings. And I'm not dad to the world, I'm just dad to them, you know, but this is, but that helped me, and I think I became a better father because I then looked at them in that way. And it just it broadened that, and I let them, to help me give them their freedom and let them, they're making great choices, but that's just them. They've got it on their own, not me. All I did was try to learn from you how to be part of it and to how to, I learned by learning how to work with you folks. It helped me learn with my own children, my own daughters. Claim children sort of 20s, but anyway, this has been from the very beginning here. It's been just wonderful. You know, every day I walk, you know, when I came to walk in that office, and just being there. For those of you who work in the office, you know what a great thing it is when we're all in the office, and when there are 22 students out there having rip-roaring conversations, and it's just a fantastic vibe. And the new students that haven't been here as long have gotten a taste of it. But I'm really hoping that, and even during Zoom time, we did our best to try to keep the connections, and we did. But I admire those Zoom students, it's the pandemic students that hung in there with us during the Zoom period. And worked here for a year and a half and never set foot in the office, never saw us in person. And they got through it. And I'm happy now, 2 days a week, or 3 days a week, what we're going to do. And I'm very happy that right now, CSUN's saying that we're all going to be 75% on campus in the spring. That's great. I'm hoping at some point we're all back on campus working, at least the whole department, so you can get the full impact of being, you know, the whole impact of being in this department. You're getting a big part of it right now. Don't get me wrong, but when you're all in that room together, elbow to elbow, it's a wonderful thing. It's just a great place to be. And as you can see, this is just a great group of people, and I mean, we're so lucky in that you all wanted to work here, and we had the opportunity. I mean, I'm serious. It just made me. I mentioned this earlier, but it's so true. You all came here with certain skills, certain skills, certain knowledge, okay? But all of you just, you enhance your growth, and to see it come in here and grow, become better at what you do, and come in here and sometimes almost be transformed by the experience of just getting to work in a place like this. And that's just not me though, that's the whole crew going on here, because I say it all the time, and I think a lot of you have found it true, that when you walk in here that first day after we hired you, you're going to walk in there and you're going to be 22 people out there like there were 22 strangers. And I say, but my guarantee to you is in 2 to 4 weeks, you're going to have 22 new friends. And because that came true time and time again. And I know that I think even the ones that have experienced being in just a couple of 3 days a week see how that is possible and they're experiencing it. But really, I had some great jobs in my career, but this is, and it's funny because I started in New York, but my first job in LA when I moved out here back in 1981 was like my favorite job of all time. It's a great agency, great clients, great people to work with. I'm still friends with a bunch of people there today. But now I'm at the other end of that, and it's my last job in LA. And this has been, it eclipsed that agency in terms of where it is in my heart, just because as I say so many times, I mean, the beauty of working with each of you and with you and college students is that, this is a very special time in life. Your entire future's in front of you and anything is possible. And just embrace that because it's true. This is not like I don't have some magic wand or anything. It's you that do. All these people have gone on and got these great jobs and these success stories. All I did was encourage them to the best of my abilities because I did believe in them. I absolutely do believe in them. We're fortunate that everybody that works here has such potential. And you just got to get out there and realize it. And it may not happen immediately. It may not happen for 2 years, 3 years, but you're going to get there. And you just keep rolling along. But you have got so much going for you. And just everybody here is somebody that I am proud to call my friend, and proud to, you say see me as a mentor, and I feel like I've learned so much from each and every one of you. I've learned about graphic design from you guys, and it's just, and I learned about copywriting, and I've learned about web design, and I've learned about videography, and I've learned about public relations and everything else that we do here, and that's what I love too, the continual learning thing. But it is this has been a blessing in my life. I mean, it's a true blessing. I treasure this time I've had here with you, and I will always be grateful for James, Stephen, Jenny, Kyle, and Troy, and over there in Oxnard, and of course Amina, who has joined us recently as marketing supervisor, and
Mia.
Pardon?
Mia.
Who?
I don't know.
Oh, you mean my work daughter?
Mia number 2.
Mia is a keeper. She's and Mia, of course. Mia, she's it's interesting. I'm the only one on this staff who was not a student at CSUN and was not an SAE at the USU. And that's the kind of, James, Stephen, Jenny, Mia, Kyle, Troy, they all came through. But they're all exceptional people. And when Jenny left, I thought we were screwed, to tell you the truth. Because she is so fantastic at her job, and we were just so blessed that Troy stepped up and became the coordinator, and then opened the door for me to come back. We brought her back from the evil advertising agency world, to the bosom of Mother USU, and she's been just terrific. And I really enjoyed working with these people. Every one of you. I mean, I just think of you as just, I sometimes sign my silly email and stuff, love Michael. I do, I love each of you, I really do. That's just how I feel. Sorry. But, and I hope that, that we'll continue in the future to have these reunions, and just because it's something that is it's good for the human soul to stay in contact with people. And I will encourage you to stay in contact with people now that you know when you're young. Because the older you get, the more important it is to stay in contact with people who knew you when you were young. It really is a very good thing because it keeps that part of your life alive. And I'm like right now I'm friends with people that I was, when I hung around when I was your age. And that's just another blessing in my life. So I encourage you to never walk away from these people. You all have a bond. And hold on to that bond and embrace it and nurture it, because it will pay dividends. It's been, or even not for your soul, not for your career, certainly for your soul, And anyway, I think I don't want to quit talking. The spirit is going to leave then, and I don't want this to end. Okay, so I'm going to stand here and talk all night. We got these blankets we can lay down on, so get relaxed. No, but anyway, I tell you, this has been, I can't tell you how meaningful this is to me, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing, and thank you. I just hope to, I mean, anybody want, hey, I'll announce it right now. If anybody wants my contact information, I send it out to the people I have emails for. My personal email address is michael.r.niles@gmail.com. Okay. michael.r.niles@gmail.com. Put it in your damn phone. And my phone number, cell, text, 661-644-3852. But I mean, no, what I'm saying is, I want to keep in touch. And if you don't keep in touch, I'm walking up and raise I'm still nearby. I'm going to cause a ruckus. Ruckus, that's like a child helping go over.
I like the ruckus from time to time.
Anyway, thank you so much. And what time is it? What time is it?
It's that time, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
The screen dropped for the last time. Hey, what was the final cuisine yesterday? Spaghetti and meatballs. Classic.
Thank you, everybody, for coming today. Don't leave the hard list. Oh, I don't want to say this. It's kind of cliche, but cliche.
30 minutes, 30 seconds. 34 minutes.
I'm not going to be sad because it is, but I'm going to be just happy that it ever happened in the first place.
Dance party! All right, let's play some dodgeball!
Sorry.